Hi guys, welcome back to the Project Nomad. Today I'm actually doing an oil change on this 2000 RX300. So let's get into it. So first off, this car takes 5W30. I have the oil somewhere around here. Let's get underneath and actually check out what we need to do. So down here I have the vehicle on jack stands on both left and right, and it is tilted towards the back so that it's easier for the oil to drain out through the oil drain plug right here. And the oil drain plug is a 14mm bolt. I'm gonna get a pan to get underneath here and actually catch the oil once I get started. But the oil filter is somewhere right here, if I can see it properly. But the oil filter is, if you can see it, right through there. So I'm gonna have to get through this bash plate slash skid plate that's right here. It's already a little bit damaged from everything it's encountered, but in order to get to the oil filter, I'm gonna have to remove the skid plate slash mud shield right here up the front. I know that some RXs didn't get this from factory, but ours did. So in order for us to remove it, we're gonna have to remove a bunch of 10mm bolts all the way around and then just drop this thing. So that's the whole goal right now. And to be fair, it's broken up into sections. I think I can just remove a few and lower this middle section and get to the oil. But let me get that started and actually make sure I can get to the oil filter housing through here. Sure. Okay, cool. Okay, got the panel off. Let's look inside. And you can see it right there. It is right there, so let's get to emptying out the oil. So that is a 14mm bolt again, or plug. So we're just gonna get a wrench and open that ever so slowly, but let's get an oil pan down here to catch everything. I have a oil catch pan right here, and everything's correct. It should still be a 14. I guess not. Okay, let's see, 15? Yeah, 15. Let's try it. Break it loose. Okay, it's about to get messy. This is about to get messy in a few threads because it's about to open up. And hopefully it goes smoothly. Ooh. I'm just gonna let this drain for a sec and then get some paper towels to wipe my hands. Okay, so I got a oil filter wrench on it and with an extension so I can get a little bit more outward force on it, but usually these things are just supposed to be hand tight. Since this is mostly drained out and it's sputtering now, I'm just gonna try and get that thing off so I can get that replaced and drained out too. So I'm just going to hopefully get that thing off easily, and let me get to it. Okay, so I couldn't fish it down from the bottom, but if you can see, I did get it from the top and it is opening up. So that's what I had to do. You might have better luck with your stuff, but if you want to, you can just hook your oil filter wrench down below and then fish your ratchet from on top. You got better leverage and you have a better arc of swing up here. But yeah, let me just take this out now and continue. I got the oil filter off, but I did have to move the catch because as I was pulling it out, oil started coming down from this section here, as you can see from the blob. But yeah, I'm just letting the oil filter drain now so I can get everything buttoned up. And now I'm just gonna get that is the oil drain plug, back in along with the washer that fell off that scared me earlier. And then I'm gonna get the oil filter, the old one, get a little bit of it, put on the new one, and then put it on where it used to come from. And again, this is all dirty, so my hands are a little bit dirty, and me starting to stop start and stop recording. It's just getting into a little bit of way, so I'm just gonna finish this up really quick and hopefully get it all done. And then tying this whole thing up. You really can't over tighten it because you will strip this entire thing and then you will need a new oil pan thing. But overall, yeah, just get it tight and you're pretty good. And then again, just clean it up. The oil filter on top is hand tight. This is pretty tight. Again, you don't want to over tighten the drain plug bolt because you will end up stripping the threads, and that's just another pain in the butt you don't want to deal with. But yeah, this is basically it, and then you just top it off and then you run it for like 10 minutes to make sure everything is good. So yeah, let me just top it off and close out this video. So I got everything buttoned up underneath. I have the oil filter hand tight, and I have the oil drain plug actually tight as well. So it's just time for me to put in all the engine oil. And a Rx300 takes 5 quarts worth of engine oil, so that's what I'm going to use. In my case specifically, or in a lot of people's cases, these vehicles are well over 200,000 miles. These are high mileage vehicles at this point, so what ends up happening is I would recommend you guys use high mileage full synthetic engine oil for your oil changes, for especially if you have high mileage vehicles, and this one is well over 300,000, so that's what I'm going to use. But I do also recommend using a funnel to actually pour in engine oil, because if you don't, you will leave a mess, and honestly, oil is kind of a pain to clean, so just use a funnel. I know some people will just raw pour it in, but if you don't have to and you have the means, use a funnel. And if you use a funnel, make sure you clean it up. I did take the time to actually brush out all the dust. Well, it kind of defeats the purpose if you put more dust inside your engine as you're pouring new oil, and so that's what I'm doing. But yeah, let me just pour in the oil and call it a day. That is 5 quarts down the hole, so that's basically done. Let me just close this cap, and that's basically it. That is what you need to do in order to do a oil change on your DriveWay on a Rx300. So there's nothing special about it. Just drain, switch the oil filter, and then pour in new oil. Basically, that's it. I know there are RXs without skid pads or mud plates underneath, so it might be easier to get to your oil filter than it is for me, but I have mine, so your mileage might vary. But yeah, that's basically it. So if you guys like this type of content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, be safe and tread lightly.